Hey guys! I'm just setting up with Watch Me Work and then I will be with you. Muta, shut up. Hey guys! So, how's it going? So as you can see, hi! Welcome! Welcome, welcome! So, you can't see me, but you can hear my voice, I hope. I hope the voice is okay. And it's quite good. How are you? So as you can see, I've got a sketch on screen, and the sketch is of makeup lover or something like that. I can't remember the actual name of the girl, but she's the winner of the giveaway I did this Saturday. Every Saturday now I do a Saturday special kind of thing, and basically it means that if you take part, and you can take part in many different ways, such as for example this last time it was about signing up to my YouTube channel, which you can find on my bio, and yeah, and just commenting on the post that you did it, and then you were automatically entered into the giveaway. And some people did, about 60 people did, and this girl is the winner. So yeah, I'm just gonna get started. As you can see, I've already done the sketch. I did it real quick just before starting this live, and so I'm gonna go ahead. As you can see, it's quite rough still. It's a rough sketch, as you can see, but now I'm gonna Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is the girl for makeup lovers. Um, I'm glad you like it. So yeah. So this is the rough, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up, and then I'm gonna color it. If you followed my previous lives, you know that I color by doing the first layer of flat colors, and then I do some shading, or I do some details, some texturing, and then some shading, lighting, and voila, it's done. So how are you guys tonight? I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning up this sketch. So I'm gonna change the color to black and use a more definite uh, paint paintbrush. I am using Photoshop, by the way, if you wanted to know. I hope that you can see the camera properly and like, because this is basically my phone that I'm using, so I hope the definition is okay. Yeah, so here we go. How are you guys tonight? I hope it's been a good weekend for you. For me, it was good. I didn't do anything special really. I just had a few meetings because I collaborate to some video games. Like I make concept art for video games. So I had a meeting with my video game team, like developing team, and we spent a lot of time just planning. What stylus am I using? I am using a Cintiq Wacom something something. I'm not sure. It wasn't like it's borrowed. It's not mine, so I'm not truly really sure like what model it is. I know it's quite old, and that's why like the definition is actually pretty bad. Um, but you know, I wasn't gonna say no when it was given to me as a for free. So yeah. Oh, the brand is Wacom. Um, it's one of the most well-known brands, and the model of the thing is because it's a Cintiq, but I think mine is pretty old. But you can definitely um, you can find newer models. They're quite expensive though, but they're basically one of the most well-known brands. Are you guys enjoying Inktober? If you guys know what Inktober is, I am. I am discovering many artists that I really like. So it's always worth it when that happens. And yeah, so it's pretty good. So if you guys know, hi, Sketching Stan. Greetings from Italy too. For I am Italian. Where in Italy are you from? Ciao. So yeah, as you can see, like I'm cleaning this up. Oh, Naples, nice. I'm from Turin. So yeah, I hope you guys can see properly. My phone tends to reset the focus of the camera every now and then, so that's why the annoying refocusing. So yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I was talking about Inktober. Oh really? Where in Italy did you go? And yeah, one thing about Inktober as well that I'm really loving is the fact that I feel like it's really gotten me to work on my hand, like on my lines, um, which I felt were like my weakest point, one of my weakest skills in drawing earlier on. So I'm really happy that because of all this inking that I've been doing, I feel like my hand, like my strokes have gotten a lot cleaner. Like you know, like if you just can keep your hand really steady and do like clean lines, um, I felt like that was something that was really lacking before. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Also, I was thinking of kind of collecting all of my Inktober drawings when Inktober is over and I've had time to scan them all and edit them into a little booklet. Would any of you guys be interested in it? I was looking it up and it shouldn't be too expensive to do, so I could potentially sell it on my website for like €5 or €10 each copy. Venice, Little Verona. Nice. Where are you from? For makeup lovers. If you don't mind saying so. So I'm sorry if I'm quiet, but when I do hands, oh, it's okay. You can write in Italian as well. Ho un sito. I have a website, and but I mean, I have like a WordPress website, but it's pretty shit. Mostly, I use Tumblr. My Tumblr is like MLM like hyphen illustrations. Um, yeah, so basically, but I basically post in there like the same stuff that I post on Instagram. Um, if you want to be kept in the loop, you can just basically just look up Instagram and it's fine. And I should probably have some more links on my Instagram to other stuff that I do. Um, I don't just draw girls. I mean, I mostly draw girls, but I also do animation and I do character design. Hi, Edward Luena from California. As I was saying, even though I do draw mostly girls, I don't just draw girls. I do also um, animation and story development, and I do um, visual development for video games, which is one of my favorite things to do in general. All right, since since I'm cleaning the sketch, I can notice basically like I do it even though then I probably won't use this line art because my style for coloring is actually like basically without a line art. But by drawing the clean sketch, I can see if like stuff doesn't quite work in terms of the position and the composition or the anatomy of the person I'm drawing. So that's why I always do it anyway. I think that's a shirt. So yeah, and if you hear at any point a very loud noise and very random noise, it's probably my dog barking. So don't worry about it. Right. So how many of you guys know Wheel of Time? It's a book series. It's like a epic kind of fantasy book series, which is pretty famous in America, I'm told. But I only found out about it a couple of years ago, thanks to an American friend. I am working on a tablet. Actually, I'm working on a graphic tablet at the moment. I'm working on a Wacom Cintiq. Um, I have an iPad Pro and I use it for other sketches, but because this is streamed on like the stuff that I'm streaming now, I'm also streaming it on YouTube and Twitch, so it's connected to my Photoshop. So yes, I'm working on a Wacom tablet on Photoshop. Right. So yeah, how many of you do know this? Oh, is that a dress? I'm sorry, I couldn't really understand it from the picture, mainly because you're sitting. I hope you don't mind. It's actually really hard to understand. You know, like when you make a drawing based on a picture, you kind of, I mean, you don't know that person, you just know the picture. So it's kind of hard to know, you know, like if you're getting the feeling for the character right, because you don't actually know the person. So, you know, as you said, maybe I'm making it more girly, but it's because I don't know you. So I just have to go on the picture. But I hope that you like it anyway. All right. So let's see. Hmm. I don't excessively like the right arm, so I might change that. But aside from that, I quite like the rest. So I should probably save because I'm gonna kill myself if something happens and I lose everything, which you know happened more than one time in my life, and I can tell you is not fun. But yeah, so basically, I was talking about Wheel of Time because it's one of my favorite book series, and I've been doing some character design work for the characters, just for my own amusement, really. It's kind of like a fun sketching like side thing to do apart from work. Thank you, Claudia 32. And yeah, so if you, I haven't posted them on Instagram because at the moment my page is already flooded with, um, you know, with the stuff from Inktober. So if you guys wanted to have a look, you can just look it up on my Tumblr, where I have the all the Wheel of Time stuff, or on Facebook. I think I put it there as well. Right. So I guess that's it for the sketch. Also, if my commissioners like it, And I guess I'll just move on to I hate hands, seriously. I say that every time I do a stream, I know, but I do hate them. Why do people have to have hands? I mean, I'm glad they do, really, but you know. I've just added a necklace there um, for makeup lovers, and I hope you like it anyway. Okay, I guess, yeah, that's it. That's it for this cleaned up sketch. I think so. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the coloring. I still don't like that arm very much though. Sorry guys. I'm just really peculiar about arms. So I basically made a new layer with the arm. So that way I can basically decide where to put it. And yeah, as you can see, then I can just delete the stuff that I don't want because it's going into the actual body, which wouldn't be any good. And yeah, put it here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm having trouble with this arm. You have troublesome arms for makeup lovers. I still can't read your your account every time. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Mm. I do like it better this way. I might just have to make it a bit bitter. Oh, Katerina. Nice. Where are you from, Katerina? Right, I think it makes more sense now. Well, I'm happy if you're happy. I mean, that's the point of doing a giveaway for one's followers, I guess. And I do generally mean it. Like, I'm not just saying it because I want you people to like me or whatever. Like, I do really enjoy doing commissions and doing giveaways and stuff like that. Also, because I never win anything, so if I can give someone that feeling of having won a giveaway, I'm really happy with it. I only won one giveaway so far from a. Oh, nice! You're from Serbia too. Last Monday, I did a commission for in fashion chains, which is also Serbian, I think. Whom? Which is a person, not a thing. But yeah, so like I only won one giveaway in my life so far, and it was a giveaway by a Danish artist called Sarah Conradsen Freeman, which is one of my favorite artists. And I was so happy because I got 2 prints from her. And it was amazing. Oh, thank you. The record players lost the cassette. That's very nice of you to say. I'm sorry, the thing is ballooning and bouncing because my I don't really have like a real chair. I have like a bouncing ball as a chair, and so yeah, that's my actual chair because otherwise I feel my back really hurts. And yes, you did tell me in chat, but you know I wanted everybody else to know. And yeah, so basically instead of having like a wheelchair, I have like one of those like bouncy balls that you can use in the gym for Pilates and stuff. And basically because of that, sometimes I do bounce around, and that's why. And I make the table bounce as well, which is why sometimes the camera shakes a little bit. I'm sorry if that's the case. But yeah, anyway, so I got through. Went down. I got through the clean sketch, and I'm actually quite pleased with it. So I'm gonna move on to coloring. So the way I do coloring, you might have seen it before. Is it hard to draw for you? Well, yeah, it is kind of hard. I mean, I think it's always hard for anybody to draw things that you're not used to, for example. Um, so yeah, I mean, just because just because you draw a lot doesn't mean that doesn't mean that it gets any easier really. Um, so sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's easy. Like if I draw things that I always draw. Um, so yeah, sometimes it's hard. And as you can see now, I'm moving on to coloring. When I color, I like to just do all the flat colors first. So as you can see, I'm gonna color on top of my line art. And then at the end, I'm gonna do a second line art, always in black. And that layer on Photoshop, if you're familiar with Photoshop layers, you know what I mean. That layer is gonna be put on overlay settings or soft light settings according to the kind of color I want to get, and that's gonna give the nice kind of overlay feeling. So because here I have several like skin parts that I want to do. Like I have the face, and I have the neck, and I have the hand on top. So I'm gonna do slightly different shades of pink, which is how I'm gonna stress the fact that there's separate parts. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I've been coloring on my sketch. So I'm gonna have to go back. Oh god, I'm such an idiot. Guys, I'm such an idiot. I hate when I do this. Color on the sketch is one of the worst things because then you have to go back and redo it. No, here. Okay. So now I'm gonna be coloring sketching stem. I have actually lived in England for 5 years, hence my English, which is still not, perfect, but I think it's okay. And also because, of course, just with art, I cannot feed myself. I also work as an English teacher. But thank you for the compliment. It's nice to be told. Also, when I was in England, I did a course in teaching English. It's called the CELTA course. So it's basically a course you do for teaching English to adults and children outside of England as a second language. And with that course, I got a job as an English teacher in Asia, where I worked for a year and a half, just as an English teacher. And this was 2014. Thanks. Yeah. So yeah, I was just an English teacher. I mean, and I say just an English teacher. I mean, English teachers have like a lot of responsibility, as all teachers do. But I don't think teaching was my favorite thing in the world. I did it for a while, and it was fun, to be honest. It's quite a good job, especially if you don't have that many plans. Um, it's quite good, especially to be an English teacher, because you can do it anywhere in the world. I mean, apart from English countries, obviously. And so yeah, I'm gonna fill this. So yeah, normally I do the outline with the color, and then I do and then I just fill it in because it's a bit quicker. So that's the face. I'm gonna create another layer underneath and make the skin a little bit darker for the neck. But yeah, as I was saying, being an English teacher, teaching English in countries like China or Thailand, places like that, it's pretty fun, to be honest. I mean, you don't really do that much, I must say. I mean, I was working like maybe 25 hours a week, and you still have a pretty good salary because, I mean, you have basically like a European kind of salary, but of course you live in countries that are very cheap, so you can manage to live well, and even with just 1,000 euros a month or something like that, which of course in Italy would be a lot harder. And yeah, so it was fun, really, and I enjoyed it. I worked there for I worked in China for 1 year, and then I traveled just around Asia. I haven't worked in Thailand, no, but I have a lot of friends who worked in Thailand, and yeah, they do hire a lot. Um, Thailand and Japan and Korea. Korea is very like in Korea you can definitely like get a job, or Thailand, China, you can get a job in China. It's so easy. You basically just need to be European or American. And how long have I been drawing for? I've been drawing since as long as I could hold a pencil, really. I haven't drawn very well for the first few years, but yeah. But then, I just practiced and practiced and practiced. I guess I could say that I've been drawing seriously, like really trying to understand what I was doing for about 2 years, probably. I feel like I feel like I've been improving a lot since I started my Instagram account, so around May. Just because I do it every day, and yeah, so I feel like that's really made a change. But I am from Italy, and I do live there. Oh, here rather, as well. Um, yeah. So just to answer your question, yeah, in Thailand they do hire a lot. Salaries are not the best. Probably China in terms of salary is probably the best. I mean, Japan salaries are quite good, but then you have to work loads because it's Japan and everybody works a lot. Instead, in China, you can basically just slack off and work as little as possible, and that leaves a lot of time to do other things like traveling, or if you have a passion, just pursue that passion kind of thing. Of course, you have to put up with pollution if you live in a big city, but it's not like we don't have pollution in Europe. So okay, yeah. So what was I saying? Um, so this hand, I'm gonna do it a slightly brighter shade of pink because it's the hand in the forefront. So I'm gonna create a new layer, and there you go. I'm also lowering the opacity for the other layers. we are. Yeah, so if you are considering, doing a CELTA course and getting a job in ESL, which is English as a second language, you should definitely consider, in my opinion, China and Taiwan is actually really good as a place for teaching because it's nice, it's cheap, and it's not polluted. And I mean, it's an island, and it's basically tropical. It's amazing. Um, and also, what else? If you're looking for a job in that area, there's several websites that you can consult. The one where I found the job that I got in China was called Dave's ESL Cafe. It's a website with loads of like job adverts for English positions of all types, really. Don't worry, sketch and stem. I hope you have a good evening. Yeah, if Katarina allows me to, I will definitely post it later on. And I hope that next time you can take part in my giveaway, which is going to be next Saturday. And maybe I'll do your portrait next Monday. So have a good evening. And here in Italy, it's 8:30. And I'm kind of hungry, actually. I ate around 12, so yeah. But it's okay, I'm gonna eat after the stream. Is it dinner time in your parts of the world, guys? Yeah, so I can't remember what I was talking about. I guess teaching English as a second language. So yes, I guess it was a pretty fun time for me to teach English in China. I met a lot of 2:40 in the afternoon where I am. Oh, are you in America? And yeah, it was a very fun time for me to live in China. I was living in Tianjin. Um, yeah, I thought it was because you're from Canada, of course. Um, so yeah, so I made a lot of friends in China, and Tianjin is actually a pretty nice city. So okay, so now I have done the skin. I'm gonna move on to the blouse or dress. I found out it's a dress, so to the dress. Um, Basically, I'm gonna create another layer underneath the layers of the skin because the skin is actually done pretty well in terms of the so I can do this. I know the color is a bit too light for now, but I'm gonna make it darker with shading. And also the beauty of Photoshop is that I can just change the color with a simple using the curves of the image. So it's amazing because you have so much ability to just change whatever, whenever you feel like it. I think that's a bit high. There we go. That's better. Cool. So, can't remember what I was talking about. But So I'm pretty happy, as I was saying last time, because Dark Gently has started again, which is one of my favorite TV series. I don't know if you guys watch it. Um, I really love it. It's so mad. Seriously. It's like, what the hell, guys? How, how did someone come up with the whole story? And I really like it. I just realized there that that's not actually the real sleeve of the, of the thing. So I'm gonna have to change that. Like I did like a mid-length kind of sleeve, and then realized that on the other side instead is like a short sleeve, which is weird. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, so the Gently is pretty rad. I'm quite happy because it started again, and of course, I am using Photoshop, which is just kind of standard for illustration. I mean, some people use Clip Studio Clip, something like that, or Manga Studio. I prefer this. I think it's good. Thank you. I'm glad that your mom likes it. Mm, okay. Oh yeah. Um, right. I'm losing track of my thoughts here. So Katerina, where was this picture taken? And also, what color is your hair? I guess like dark brown. So as you can see, I'm gonna change the value of the shirt just by lowering it a little bit. Okay, I think that's actually the right color. Mm-hmm. And also the color of the back of this arm. Right. So now that I put the layer opacity back up, yeah, as you can see, it's again makes sense. I'm just trying to put the camera more in focus. Okay, so now what am I gonna draw now? I'm gonna draw the rafts. You have rafts in town? That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna draw the hair now, which is gonna go at the back of everything. And I assume your hair is like a dark brown. So here I am. Yeah, I would love to go on rafts too. I hope that's the right color. So for the hair, I normally like to, I do like a back layer that goes behind the head. And then I do a front layer that goes in front of the head and in front of the clothes to give it a little bit more movement. Yeah. yeah, so that was my dog barking because the neighbors went on the corridor, I think. Muta, shut up! I talked to him in English because he's actually Chinese. Like, the dog is Chinese. I got him in China when I was working there. And I can tell you, it wasn't easy to take him back to Europe. So as you can see now that I've done the outline for the hair, I'm gonna do what I was doing earlier on and just select the rest of the area, and that makes it so much faster. Okay, so back here is done. So I'm gonna do the front hair. I'm just thinking like where to put it, like in front of, probably in front of everything, to be honest. Okay. Thank you, Angela, in normal word. You're very nice. So I'm gonna put the skin layers back to lower opacity, so that I am 27. I have just turned 27 actually. Like, I turned 27 on the 9th of October. And yeah, I started this whole thing as in my Instagram, I assume. I started it in May, I think, for Mermaid, which is a hashtag created by Tony Bancroft. Where basically you just have to draw a mermaid every day for the month of May. Oh, thank you, Slim Arcade. It's so nice of you to say. I do hope that like people can, appreciate my drawings and maybe find some inspiration to draw more, or beat whatever things they are facing in that particular moment. There was a moment where like I wasn't sure what to do with my life, and I didn't think I was good enough. Thank you for the happy birthday. I didn't think I was good enough for drawing, or for working in this kind of field. And basically the way that I debated was by watching the way that I kind of beat it, as I was saying, was thanks to Cornelia Arum's drawings. I don't know if you know her, she's an amazing artist and I really love her work. And I don't know, I just really love their style. Mainly because I don't like a very painty kind of style. As you can see, obviously, from my drawings. I like more cartoony stuff, and I could see that Cornelia Arum's drawings were like cartoony but still like super amazing and very detailed. And I don't know, she was just like a big inspiration for me. I just thought, if I focus and I figure out how she does it, how she draws hair, or how she does the coloring, what's her workflow, maybe I can get better. And that's what I did. I just basically looked at all of her drawings like a lot, like really close up, and figured out, or try to figure out, how she did them. And that's it, really. I just did that for a while and tried to get better, and every little bit I would try and change it up a little. So in the end, I ended up with a style that I think it's a bit different from hers, and I can call my own, but it's still obviously, it's inspired by her still. Um, I think my style is slightly more realistic, even. Um, Slightly more. But yeah, I don't know why I'm blabbing on about this. I guess I would just wanted to say, basically, if you guys feel like you're not good enough at any point, or you don't want to draw because you feel like you can't do anything with your drawings, you just have to keep going. That's the only way that changes are gonna happen. You don't like the way you draw, you just have to draw more. Drawing less is not a solution. Drawing less is not gonna make anything change, or it's not gonna improve your style. My dog is barking a lot tonight. I'm sorry. So I know that now it looks like a total mess, but actually it's just normal, basically. It's because I've got all these layers with different opacities on, so it looks like it's just like a big mess. But it's gonna look fine afterwards, I promise. So yeah, I would love to hack some music on, but unfortunately, because I'm streaming these on YouTube as well, I can't, because otherwise they're probably gonna block the video afterwards, um, because like there's some sort of copyrighted recordings. All right. So now that I've got that, I have to do the sunglasses, which are just kind of black. So as you can see, they're not like coloring at full opacity because they're on a layer that it's got some transparency on. Thank you. Yeah, I hope people think they're cute. Mhm. Right. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the face. Yay! Face! Face is for everybody. So I'm gonna start with the back of the eyes. Hi, Maria Cristina Flores. Hello. As you can see, I am doing a little commission for the winner of the giveaway I did last Saturday, or this Saturday rather. The giveaway consisted in subscribing to my YouTube channel and then commenting on the post that you did so. And then I just chose randomly the winner. Yeah, so that's her. And not like in terms of the music, I could listen to one of those like free libraries kind of things. But to be honest, like I can't be asked because I don't actually like that music. That sort of like ambient kind of music. I find it really boring and kind of pointless. So I mean, I'd rather be in silence, really. don't know why Muta is barking so much tonight. I'm sorry. Can you guys hear him? Alright, so I've got the eyes done, and then I'm gonna do the eyebrows, which I normally do a slightly darker shade of brown, or slightly darker shade of the eyebrows. For the eyebrows, I like to break them up a little bit to give them a little bit of movement, not as if they were painted, if you know what I mean. So there we go. And then I'm gonna delete some of these because there's too much eyebrow there. Although you do have really good eyebrows, I must say, Katerina. I like big eyebrows. I think they make for a more expressive face. And then I'm gonna do, I guess you were wearing a very dark kind of makeup for your lipstick. So here we go. And for the lips, I normally do basically two colors. Darker color for the upper lipstick and lighter one for the lower lip. That way you already give like an impression of 3D. Right, so do you guys have any suggestions regarding books or TV series that I should read / watch? I tell you, like, I really like, I'm into fantasy books, and like, several different kinds of, I have a commission table, which I can send you later if you want, or you can, if you scroll down my profile for a bit, you can see like the commission table there at some point. Otherwise, I can just send it to you later. Normally, like for example, something like this, a bust, like half body kind of illustration, full color would be $30. So every added character is like half again the price, and full body obviously is more because it's full body, whatever. Anyway, I'm to be honest, I'm quite pleased with this, how it's turning out. So I'm really glad that you won. I mean, I'm not saying that obviously everybody else wouldn't have had like such a good picture, but this is a pretty good picture to do. My knee hurts a lot. I've been sitting at this chair, well, in this bouncy chair, as I was saying, for the whole day, and I must tell you, my knees are hurting. Anyway, so I'm gonna put the opacity down on this layer to do the eyes. I think you have dark eyes, like brown eyes. Just correct me if I'm wrong. I guess I'm gonna do them the same color as your hair. Is that correct, Katerina? I can always change it, don't worry. So to do the eyes, I basically do the lower, basically the main bit, like the main round part, and then to do the, oh good, that's good. To do the iris. Is it the iris? No, it's the pupil. Yeah, so to do the pupil, I just kind of do like a shade um, of black or darker color. In this case, it would be almost black because the eyes are already brown. So I lock the layer and then do like a darker shade. And then do like kind of like the contour of the eye. Oh, thank you, Maria Cristina. That's very nice of you to say. And as you can see, it gives this kind of feeling of where she's looking without really drawing the pupil. And then on top, I will draw the little bit of light. So I need to do the opposite up again and make this a little smaller. No, I think that's wrong. And basically, if you put the little bit of light in the wrong place, it looks like your eyes just look the wrong way. This is a bit funny. Right, and then on the same layer of the lighten bit, I do the eyelashes. Oh, yeah, it is actually quite vintagey. So, Katarina, tell me, like, you have like an account like the one that you're using now for makeup lovers? Like, do you do makeup stuff? Oh, hi again, guys. Sorry, my my thing disconnected because hi, Katarina. Hello again. Yeah, my thing disconnected because it's been 1 hour, and on Instagram you can only stream continuously for 1 hour. So yeah, I was asking like the Katarina, which is the girl that I'm drawing. She's the winner of the giveaway I did on Saturday. Saturday special. It's on my handle on my page. She basically the giveaway was just to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which you can see on my bio on Instagram, and yeah, and then just comment that you did it. So she was one of the people that did it, and she won randomly. I just use a Google like a number generator to figure out who's gonna win. And yeah, so now I'm doing the drawing, the portrait, and basically it's the sort of thing I'm gonna do for I don't know for a few Saturdays I think until maybe the end of October. So maybe a couple more. It's a Saturday special, I call it. Every Saturday, I give back some of the love that you guys give me by doing these giveaways. Because, I was thinking the other day how my, my skills as an illustrator, as an artist, have really improved since I started my Instagram account, and so I really wanted to, give some of the love back. Thank you, Akif. 9619. Hi, Chubex. And yeah, so that's why I decided to do this sort of which program is this? This is Photoshop, and I'm using a Wacom tablet, which is called the Cintiq, where I can draw straight on the tablet and I can see what I'm drawing. Right, so what should I do now? As you can see, I've done almost everything in terms of flat colors. So what do I need to do now? Well, first I need to put everything up in terms of opacity. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. I use Milk's Age. I use, as I was saying, this is a Wacom Cintiq, and I don't know which number like of Cintiq is in. It's pretty old, but you know, still working. So until it keeps working, I'm gonna keep using it. Right. So as you can see, I'm almost done with the flat colors. I just need to do the line art basically, and also the chair. Right. So I'm gonna zoom in. To the chair. So that bit of hair is coming in front of the chin, which is not good. Alright. Thank you. Oh, sure. So, as you can see, I'm typing in, sorry. I'm typing in the, as you can see, like Helene the Game, as an account, just wrote Wacom Cintiq, which is the name of the pad for Milk Sage. I'm using that as a second account. Helene the Game is one of the games that I'm collaborating with. I'm using that account to check the stream whilst you guys comment, so that I can see, no worries, so that I can see your comments whilst I'm drawing. Right, so we almost got the chair done. Okay, what do I need to do now? I need to do the line art. So I'm gonna put all of these layers. I'm gonna turn the opacity down a little bit. So I'm gonna put them in a group. Turn the opacity down so that I can do the line art. The line art I just do by using black. Okay. There we go. Sorry, the liner takes a lot of concentration to do. So yeah, I do the liner this way. I just kind of repeat or stress, if you want, some lines so that they come out more clear in the final drawing. Lines that otherwise wouldn't be very clear because they would be in between two of the same color. For example, here. I've got arm on arm. So as you can imagine, you wouldn't see the difference. There we go. Also here from the chair. Right. Oh, I need to do the line art in the face. So here, I always do a little bit of a curve on the mouth. Okay. And then the hair. Right. So, get the sketch out. And yeah, I think it's almost done really. Oops, that was a terrible line actually. So I spent the day working on a storyboard. I don't know if you guys know what a storyboard is. It's basically kind of like a little comic book with panels of how a video, like an animation in this case, should come out in the end. And I am working on a storyboard because, well, first because I'm a story artist, and second because I'm working on a music video for an artist, I'm a musician, which is gonna be really cool. I hope you guys will watch it when it comes out, when I finally finish it. Yeah, so it was a pretty fun day. Right, so I'm gonna put this line art on soft light, and then ta-da! It's all a matter of opacity of layers, really. I don't like this though. So first, I don't like the way that the nose came out. She has a straight nose, and I actually did it wrong here. No, this is better. Thank you, Slim Arcade. Then okay. Then also the line out here, I think is too heavy. For the jaw, and also the face is kind of wrong. Is this a face? Yes, it is. And also here it's kind of wrong. So basically these are all just little details and changes I do when I'm done with the flat colors, you can imagine. Better. Lavinia Patti. Yeah, soft light for line art. It's the trick, really. You just do your line art in black and then put it in soft light, and it comes out as kind of like a darker shade of the color that you're using on top. So it's pretty good. So here the hand also is a bit fucked up. Sorry for the French. So I'm gonna have to do something about it. Oh. That's good. You can definitely screenshot everything. This video is gonna be on my YouTube anyway. I'm gonna basically like what I do with videos now, of streams that I do, because I'm as I'm doing this on Instagram, I'm also doing it on YouTube. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit it and do kind of like a time lapse of it, and so you can find it on YouTube in about 2 or 3 days. Don't you worry about it. Yeah, really. As long as you don't mind, of course. I mean, it's your face in the end, so you can approve it. Yeah, I never know how I feel about like posting pictures of the people I do commissions for, because I'm sure that on one side they probably don't mind, but on the other side, I feel like it's their face, so they should really have a say in it. Right. Um, dun, dun, dun. Okay. Right. So I'm almost done. I think it's a bit too long. I'm gonna mess with the hand a little bit, so I'm changing it. Sorry for talking so quietly. It's just that hands really take a lot of my concentration. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know it looks like I'm eating part of her face off, but it's okay. It's gonna become okay. Don't you worry about it. Okay, I think it makes more sense now. God, I hate hands. I know I always say it, but I do. Mm. Yes, it is Katerina. I'm really sorry, I've become much quieter. It's just that I'm trying to fix his hand. It's not working. Right. Yeah, I think it kind of works now. It's just weird there. No? Hang on. And liner. Ah. Okay, so here we are. Now I'm gonna have to do details. So details here are basically just the face, I think. Not much more really. So yeah, let's do details on the skin. So I'm gonna lock the layers on the face and do some blushing. Which I'm gonna do with a different brush. Brush maybe. There we go. A little bit lighter still. There we go. Also, I'm gonna do it on the arm. Oh, I just realized that the arm is really weird there. Oops. Okay. So I'm gonna lock, I have locked the layer on the arm, and then what else? Okay, sure. Freckles it is. Like brownish freckles. Cool. Freckles it is. I'm going to change the liner to there. because it's going in your arm, and I don't think that would make much sense. Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some freckles. There we go. I need to find a brush that does freckles well. Maybe this one. Oops, no, definitely not. Freckles, it's really hard to do freckles actually. Might have to do them like by hand. Don't know if you guys can see them. Can you see the freckles? I can't tell. I have freckles too. I actually kind of hate them in the summer. Basically, my nose get brown. Right. So now that I've done the freckles, but they look a bit too dense, so I'm gonna box blur it. As you can see, I'm just doing some basically okay. So freckles done. Oh, sorry. I just moved that a lot. There we go. Alright, so freckles done. I guess I'm gonna do some parts in the hair where flippy mask. So I'm gonna do like a little bit of of a gradient in the hair. And then I'm also gonna, oh, sorry, is it? Okay. I'm sorry, I hope it's not too out of focus. Yeah, and also I'm gonna do like some part in here where just so that we see some movement in the hair. There we go. Again, just to make it come alive a little bit more. Of course, I'm going to put lighting in it afterwards, but I like to give a little bit of movement with the actual hair as well. Just put in some different colors in there. The reason why it's not painting on some of the hair is because I've got different layers, and some of the hair is on the front layer, and some of the hair is on the back layer. So, for example, this is on the front, so I need to also do it here. I can't remember which other part of hair is there. Okay. So, almost done. Almost done. I'm just gonna have to do the lighting. I don't remember which part is that. Oh, this. Right. So, gonna have to do some lighting now, and then I'm gonna be basically done. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This is a little commission. Okay. So I've got a group with all of my character, and I'm gonna create a layer on top, and then a clipping mask, which basically means that when I paint, it's just gonna paint on that. Okay. And then I'm gonna paint it kind of like a neutral purple to make for the shading. So she's basically all in shade on this side of the body, as you can see. I hope you can. There we go. So here we go. Almost all of this part of the body is in shade. And then there's some very clear light on the left side. And that's what I'm doing with these purple. Oh, I forgot the glasses. I'm gonna do them now. So this goes on 25%, and then I'm going to do the glasses, which I forgot earlier on. Oopsie. The glasses. And also the shirt. I can have. Why is it doing this? Oh, that's why. Because this is on top, I believe. Okay. So that's almost done. There we go. Glasses is done. Now, sorry, that was my hair on top of the drawing. Okay, so I was doing the shading. More shading. We need more shades. Yep. How do we do more shades? Like this. So. Shading there. And there. And there for the eyes to give them more depth. And here. Sorry, I always get quiet at the end of the stream. It's just because I've been talking for too long. I hope you guys enjoyed it though. Some more shading here, then here on the hair. There we go. Right. Oh, I'm glad. It's not easy. And it looks easy just because I've been practicing it for a long time. And this is the workflow that I always use for basically all of my drawings. So whilst maybe it's not easy to draw a specific subject, at least it's easy to know what to do next. Because I always do the same things. This way I can be more productive. And it takes me less time to work. Which of course in itself is an advantage. Right. So multiply and 25%. There we go. Now we need to add some lights. And of course we have some very specific lights here. What would you guys would be interested in if I did some more tutorials? I never know what to do them about. Can you give me some advice? What are the things that you find most difficult to do when you draw? Yeah, that's because it's shading. It's really what does the trick. You have flat colors and then all of a sudden you have some shading and bam, it becomes a lot better. So yeah, so do you guys have any suggestions on what should I do my next tutorial on? Like any specific aspects of drawing or, you know, anything that you find difficult or coloring or I don't know, I'm really lost. What to do next? I'm really not sure. Right. So, as you can see, that's the lighting. Hi, Luca. It's nice to see you here. The yellow thing is for lighting. So, normally I use color dodge. Then you need to put the opacity down quite a lot. Or we could use screen. Or we can use linear dodge, which is add soft light. Soft light is too soft. So color dodge maybe. And then I'm gonna change the shade of this a little bit. You can see whilst I change the hue, it changes the color. So I think this is too yellow. I prefer this. Okay, and then I'm gonna do some more Okay, I'm gonna do some more lighting, but with a bigger and much gentler brush, and I'm gonna put it in soft light just to give it a general there we go. And to add some areas of light. Always on 25. And maybe I'm gonna add some more dark, but with this brush. And again, 25. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm basically done. What I need now, maybe some texture for the shirt, which I don't know if it's a shirt, but it's a dress, isn't it? But I'm just gonna add some like a pattern on top. There we go. Thank you, Galan Sakina, for saying it's cute and nice. Alright, so blah 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 blah. What else? Yeah. And now for the final touch, which is a gradient. I normally do a gradient in between blue and orange. Yeah, blue and orange could look nice. There we go. So now it looks really weird, but don't you worry. There we go. Yeah, I think it's quite nice with orange and blue. Cool. So that's it. I'm all done. And I hope, Katerina, you like it. And I'm gonna be sending it to you on Instagram just now. And I'm gonna be posting these later on if Katerina is okay. And so I'll see you guys next Monday. You can take part in this giveaway on my Instagram account, where on Saturday, this Saturday, I'm gonna post another giveaway. It's going to be called Saturday Special. Yeah, so I'm gonna write it here as well. Good. I'm really glad that you like it. And yeah, so this was the winner of the past Saturday special, and next Saturday there's going to be another one. So just take part, and you'll get a chance to win a custom portrait. So yeah, bye bye. See you next time. Oh yeah, and I need to interrupt this as well. Bye, guys. It was nice to see you.